Hello there, people. This is Silverleafy9055 back again with another deck profile for you guys. Today, and at long last, I have finished remaking my Umbreon deck. Unfortunately, if you had watched that other video, my other one went missing. I don't know what happened. My younger brother or sisters, probably one of them took it, lost it most likely. But I finally have rebuilt the deck, and I've actually added some new stuff to this deck from Crimson Invasion. And when the new set for, the Prism Stars cards and all that comes out, then we're going to add a whole lot of that stuff to the Dark deck, because there's a lot of potential for this deck to get even better, maybe even get into the format, since now we're not seeing that much Guardy because of all the Steel type support they came out with. So we're going to see a lot of Fire types, Steel types, maybe some Water, so we might see a little Ninetales, Greninja, all that good stuff. I don't know how what Umbreon would do though, because you got Buzzwole, Lycanroc, all that stuff. So I might have to use my little Ninetales if I'm gonna play competitively for now. But right now, I just want to show you guys this Umbreon GX deck that I have finally finished and upgraded. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first, starting off, of course, we are starting with our 4 EV. We're going to be using these 4 EV to, well, 3 of them, for if we have to go and get one. For Umbreon GX, which we are running 3 of, with the Strafe attack, which we're going to be playing this deck a little differently now. So the whole idea of this deck is to spread damage around. I still need to get the Tapu Koko promo for this deck, so then I can throw that in there. Because you want to start out with the Tapu Koko promo, spread some damage around, and then go in with Shadow Bullet to spread even more damage, get all the good. So we got Strafe for 30 damage. For those of you guys who don't know what Umbreon GX does 30 damage. You can switch a Pokemon with this one into your active. You don't have to though. You can leave Umbreon GX in the active, but you most likely want to be switching into like your Hoopa or your Zoroark or something. Most likely your Hoopa though. And then we got second attack for 1 dark energy and 2 colors, 90 damage, just 120 if you attach a choice band, 150 if you throw in a Kukui. We're not running Kukui though. And then you do 90 damage to the active, and then you do 30 to the bench. And then you got Dark Call GX. Now Dark Call GX will be used only if you're not going against these certain decks that bring back a lot of energy really quickly. Like for instance, Solgaleo, you already got a whole bunch of Solgaleo support now. Like the new one that's going to be coming out, which does 120 damage for 2 energy, and then brings back 2 energy from the discard pile with basic energy, and you attach it to one of your Pokemon. You can easily get Solgaleo set up like that, so discarding energy would actually help them. So you wouldn't want to use it in that case. But against decks like probably Guardy, maybe Volcanion, they have the baby Volcanions to bring back energy. They got Turtonator, maybe Volcanion, maybe not. Maybe Gliscopod. I went against Espeon Garb deck. This would do really well with it. With my Sylveon deck, which is basically just all stall. It's the original Sylveon, not Sylveon Guardy. Then what I did was basically I was just draining his resources, and he was down to 2 prices. I was down to 1, but he couldn't do anything with his Scarborough because I ran him out of all of his energy. So I won that match because of that. So Espeon Garb or Drampa Garb, maybe you want to go against a deck like that with this, because you drain all the energy, drain all the resources fast, but it depends if you're playing a mill deck. This is more of an energy denial deck, not really a mill deck like my Sylveon deck is. So, yeah. Depends on what circumstance you're going to. So next we got 1 Zorua and 1 Zoroark GX with the Trickster GX. That's going to be good with all the new GX moves and stuff coming out. If people use a 1 of it or whatever, then you could go ahead and take that. And then you got Righteous Being for 20 times the amount of Pokemon you have out. So you could do 120 max with this thing, 150 with the Choice Band, and 170 with Kukui on top of all that. So it's pretty good. And then the main reason, of course, we're using this card, Zoroark GX, trade ability. You discard 1 card from your hand, and then you get to get 2 cards from the top of your deck. So this is basically like the new draw support. And the only reason it's kind of better than the Octillery is because Octillery will only allow you to draw until you got 5 cards into your hand. So if you have more 5 cards already, then you can't draw anymore. Trade, on the other hand, you just discard a card you maybe not need for the matchup, get rid of it, and then you'll be able to draw 2 cards from your deck, hopefully getting what you want to get. Plus, it's better for consistency. Now, next up, we are running the main Pokemon. Well, one of our main Pokemon. I might put 3 in this deck. We're running 2 of the Hoopa with the Scoundrel Guard, which is basically a lone Ninetales with the ability. So, no GX, no EX attacking. The only Pokemon that I know of that's going to get through that is Jolteon, and that's only because Swift ignores abilities and all that other nonsense. But, other than that, that's pretty much going to be all your Pokemon that you're going to be using. I'm thinking about putting one more Hoopa in and one more Zorua and a Zoroark GX in the deck. We'll see how it goes. Next up, moving over to supporters. We got our 4 Professor Sycamore. For consistency reasons, obviously. We got 3N. You will see the reason why I'm playing 3N in a sec. We also got 3 Guzma, of course, and 1 Acerola. Next up for our items. Move all this over here. We are playing 4 Nest Ball. We want to get all of our Pokemon out really fast so that we get all set up. We're not playing Tapu Lele, as you clearly have seen. So, we don't get to go for that first turn, Bridget, and all that. Next, we're also playing 4 Crushing Hammer. Of course, Denying Energy. We're playing 3 Choice Band. Probably going to play 4. I'm just throwing in 3 to see how it works. 2 Field Blower, because we want to get rid of those items. And Field Blower is being played a lot more now. And then this is the reason I'm also playing 3N. As I'm playing, instead of like my usual setup, like 3 Field Blower or 4 Choice Band, I'm playing 2 Peeking Red card. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may have your opponent count the cards in their hand and shuffle those cards into your deck and draw that many cards. So, if their opponent has a good hand, you can just use this card, screw up their hand, make them shuffle it back in. If they have a bad hand, then not only do you know what they have in their hand, so you got intel on what they got, then on top of that, you're stuck with that. So that's pretty good. And I've even been thinking about trying to use Peeking Red card just to look in their hand, not necessarily just shuffle it, and then use the, what do you call it, that spray card, I forgot what it was called, defusing spray or something like that, to get rid of one of their supporters. Because nobody runs that card that much right now, because it's never been really good to be used, because you can't tell what if your opponent has a Sycamore in their hand or whatever. Well, if you use a Peeking Red card first, look at their hand, and if they have a good hand, or you have a draw supporter, then you can look at their hand, and then go ahead and use Defusing Spray, or whatever it's called, and boom, get rid of the supporter. It's a pretty cool card. I might try that out, but for right now, we're just doing the 2 Peeking Red card. Really cool card, basically red card, but a little better. We're also running 2 Floatstone, of course. We're most likely going to be attaching these to our Hoopa. So we just switch in and out. Floatstone's always a thing, so you gotta time it carefully. We're also playing 1-ups of Super Rod, Enhanced Hammer, and Rescue Stretcher to get recovery and get rid of colorless energy on all that. Even though, to be honest, unless you're going against a deck like Guardy or maybe Golisopod, Drampa, maybe, let's see, who else uses double colors or special? You know, Lycanroc would use, like, the strong energy. Then you should be fine with discarding all the special energy. Next up, are stadiums. We're playing 2 Ultra the Moon, get free retreat out there, and 2 Parallel City to make our opponent's bench size a lot smaller. So Parallel City first turn would actually be sweet, because then if they first turn Bridget, then let's say they already have Pokemon on their bench, then you can only put 2 on their bench instead of 3 like they originally want to. So that's the reason I'm playing that. And then we have our Ultra the Moon, of course, like I said, for free retreat. And then next up for our energy, we are running our 4 double colorists as usual, and our 10 dark energy. I was thinking about playing 12, but I didn't have the space, so we're running 10 as usual. And that's pretty much it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the profile. It's been a while since I've done a deck with profile, because I'm just waiting for all the new stuff to come out before I do even more. So, doing this is actually kind of refreshing for me. I will probably be doing another opening soon, so you guys can stay tuned for that. I don't have any code cards or any of that right now to show, but when I do open up the next pack, I'll be showing some code cards for you guys, so you guys can stay tuned for that. Tell me what you guys get and all that good stuff. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and this is Silverleaf Y'all 9055 logging out. Peace.